Hello, challengers. I'm excited about this message today. I got hair sticking up. Okay, I want to talk to you today about the weigh-in. The weigh-in on Mondays. So the coaches and I were working on points in the weigh-ins today. That weigh-in is one of the most valuable, and I argued with myself back and forth, and the trainers and I have talked about it back and forth, but today I realized this is really important, and here's why. You weigh in on Monday. Nobody wants to weigh in on Monday. We do, you know why we do it. We do it on purpose. It's a mindset thing. So that on the weekend, you stay, you learn how to have a weekend, enjoy yourself without going off the rails. Very important. Here's the other thing though. You get on the scale and it gets us talking to each other. And the scale, you think, I did all the things right this week. This happens especially to women. Men may not have the same experience, although I think it's the same with men too. Sometimes. You get on the scale, you did all the things right, maybe one or two things off, but you did everything right, and the scale didn't budge, or it just barely moved, or it went up a tiny bit. Okay, this opens up a really important conversation. It's not that you gained weight. This is what we talk about, right, when we get you on that InBody. This is why the InBody is so important, because your body is changing. So as you build up the enzymes and the blood, muscle is blood volume, the blood volume. So if you've just started working out and you're building blood volume, which is what you want to support your muscles, your weight it's your body composition is changing. It's not going to show on the scale. So a lot of you, even there was a couple of people I talked about. So if you missed the intro party, some of the ladies that weighed in, their weight was the same, but they had gained muscle and they had lost fat, which is what we all want, right? The weight on the scale does not define us. And it doesn't mean anything about, well, it means something about our bodies. It's mass on earth, right? With gravity. But what our body is made of, what we're doing to our bodies, our minds, our spirit, by putting real food, by changing what we eat, don't judge yourself based on that scale. Use it as a tool to say, something's going on. I think if you've done all the things right and the scale doesn't budge, that's a great sign on our end, because we say, she is or he is working on some muscle. Awesome. It's working, right? If you went out all weekend and you partied and you drank some beers and you had too many pieces of pizza or cake, and you come back and the scale's 5 pounds heavier, then we know, that's why. So I want to make sure you guys are learning to use that scale as a tool instead of taking that scale and beating yourself over the head with it. That's not what it's for. It's for you to go, I think something might be working. I might be going in the right direction because I did everything right, it didn't change, or I did everything right and I did lose weight. Because if we see you just losing a bunch of weight on that scale, we're concerned something else, you're not eating enough. Because remember, your weight loss and your metabolism is like a pendulum. So if you go too far one way, your body goes, we got to come back over this way. We got to get that back. So if we go slow, your body doesn't recognize it. Goes, all right, I guess it's all right. We're not in an emergency situation. Remember, we're speaking metabolism for this challenge. So last thing is, even if one team wins the weigh-in challenge every week, it's still, we are only putting you on a scale. It doesn't determine who wins at the end. You want to win every week, right? Because to show that it's good for your mental, that you guys worked hard on it. But I want you to remember, in the end, what matters, and we do this in the end for the challenge and for life, is that you've built some muscle, you've maintained your muscle, and you've burnt fat. The other things that matter, that you feel better, your stomach, all of your digestive system is working better, right? All those things are working better, which makes you think better, work better, look better, feel better, all the things, okay? So I wanted to send this out today. I know the coaches have probably already sent you something about that scale, but I want to make sure to get your mind right around that scale. That scale is a tool. It's not to beat yourself over the head. If you went out and you partied and you had too much food this weekend or whatever, you had too much sugar and it says 5 pounds heavier, 4 pounds heavier, no big deal. Not no big deal, other than, okay, I don't want to do that. This is not how I want to feel, because I'm sure you feel crappy. But it's a tool to say, wow, it really shows. I want to get that weight down. All it is a tool. I learned this personally myself. This was a thing I used to use for myself to beat myself over the head with. And still I have to get my mind right when I get on the scale, because I'm not a light girl. So keep that in mind. Number 3, 4, I don't know what number. We had a couple that didn't weigh in. We decided today, if you don't weigh in, instead of, all I've been doing today, I just put a 0. We will put plus 10. Plus 10. So you will screw up your team's efforts with that plus 10. So just weigh in. This weigh in is important. If you're uncomfortable with it, it's okay. I want you to talk to your coach about it so we can help you get your mind right around it. It's just where you are today. And then where you are today can help you make better decisions for tomorrow, because we gain weight by ignoring what's happening. It's a process, it's a drift, and we're going to get it back by taking it slowly and being mindful about what we want in our future, where we're going, and where we are today. What did the decisions we make this week do? If they didn't jostle the scale or move it as low as you thought that it should, it does not mean that you failed. It probably means that you are building muscle and you're changing your body. So, hope that helps, and I'll see you this week.